Alright, y'all. Happy 2026. You already know what it is, man. I changed my name from Osiris Lord to LordCorp.com. You know what I'm saying? LordCorp.com. Make sure you go check my website out. I appreciate y'all. And check this out. Don't listen to this if you not ready to be uncomfortable. You feel me? Because a lot of y'all, I make a lot of y'all uncomfortable, unfortunately, but that's because y'all not really about it. You feel me? Because most of you don't even need new goals. A lot of y'all think y'all need new goals, but y'all really just need to remove bullshit and other motherfuckers from your life. That's it. That's really what y'all need to do. So this right here, if you're not familiar, this is the 2026 Lord Under the Scope. Because if you know, I got over 5-6 hours of videos essentially on the internet talking about mental health, specifically like being like bipolar, depressive, but this is not really what this is about. So Lord Under the Scope 2026, I got a couple core concepts I want y'all to take with y'all. This is the only video y'all watch from me this year. Listen, good. The first thing is be intentional. This year, you got to be intentional and you got to show gratitude. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to be soft. You don't got to be corny. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you wake up, take a little time. Think about what you got to do for the day. Be intentional. Whatever you believe in, I believe in God. So I thank God. I say, yo, thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you, God, for my friends, my families, even though they're limited. You know what I'm saying? The people that do support me and encourage me, strangers, thank you so much. Thank you, God, for helping me wake up. Thank you, God, for letting me breathe. Thank you, God, for letting me eat. Thank you, God, for even giving me the idea to be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be appreciative. So just be also grateful about what you got last year. Everything may not have went the way you wanted it to go last year, but guess what? You got it. For example, all the things that may have went wrong led into something good. You know, like for me, my personal example, this was 2023. Realistically, my father passed, but last year I realized that I needed to take that and use it as fuel. Because I got two brothers that I need to take care of. But anyway, as long as you alive, be happy. That's what I'm saying. So recap the pros and cons of your year last year. You feel me? Like, honestly, like, you lost some friends that may have been good. Pros and cons of last year's. For me, the pros was I started a business. I understood myself more. The cons was like I lost friends. People that were close to me found out some of my friends was liars. Some of my friends was completely not telling the truth for years. And, you know, those cons turned into pros because I locked the fuck in. I just locked the fuck in. All these people, places, and things that I shouldn't have been around because, like, let's be real, I'm better than a lot of these things. Like, literally, like, if you take the skills that I have and place them against these things, and again, that's more of a pros and cons list thing, then you'll see, like, look, oh snap, I shouldn't even be around here. I shouldn't even be in this situation. Now, this video was supposed to only be 3 minutes, but I ain't even nowhere near done. So whatever. If, like, whatever you need to do cannot survive a pros and cons list, and you need to be real with yourself. You can't, like, be like, yo, this is kind of a con, but it's really a pro. No, that shit is a con. This motherfucker next to you is a leech. Get that motherfucker away from you. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter that person could, like, always, you know, whatever. They always bring food or groceries. That shit don't matter, bro. None of that shit matters. That shit don't fucking matter. Get that bum away from you. You know what I'm saying? That fucking bum away from you. Pros and cons. You gotta be real with your pros and cons. That's the only way you're gonna be real with yourself, your life, and everything. You feel me? If it can't survive the pro and con list, get that shit out of there, bro. That shit is not. So to say that is like also, excuse me, also non-negotiables. You got to have non-negotiables. Now, look, this is kind of important, so I'm going to slow down. So the non-negotiables are things I'll give you. For example, for me, I do Duolingo every day. I learn Spanish every day. Now, when I first started, sure, I did like an hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. Do I do that now? No. But it's because I learned so much Spanish that I don't need to do that. I could take 5 minutes, a 1 minute lesson, honestly, and review what I learned. So that's a non-negotiable for me. Non-negotiables are basically like you stop negotiating with your future when you have your non-negotiables. You feel me? It's like every day I'm gonna learn Spanish, because in 5 years, when all the cool stuff don't matter and Spanish still matters, when I'm in a random country and I need to know Spanish, that's gonna matter more than the distressed t-shirt that I just bought. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. That's a non-negotiable. Every day I have a smoothie. It's right here next to me. It's non-negotiable. Why? Because whether I eat terribly or not today, I had a smoothie, and at least that will literally make me mentally feel better knowing I had a smoothie, physically feel better because I have protein and all the things that I have in here. And basically any other action that kind of in a sense counteracts what the smoothie does really, like, I don't know, brings it back to a balance. I'm not saying just because I have a smoothie I can do bad stuff. I'm just saying it's a non-negotiable for me. I start my day off grateful. I start my day off with a smoothie. I start my day off recapping what, I learned maybe yesterday. And learning for me is also non-negotiable. A lot of people don't learn. I learn all day. Even me talking right now is a learning. I'm learning about myself talking to you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, non-negotiables. You want to pick like 3 super small, actionable, non-negotiables. You see what I'm saying? Taking 2 minutes to do my Duolingo. That's 2 minutes. Taking 1 or 2 minutes to have a smoothie to make every morning. I have my stuff set up. Non-negotiable. And then what else? Learning. Non-negotiable. I don't sit all day and learn. I don't sit all day and just like doom scroll. And even when I doom scroll, I'm learning. Even if I'm watching my story back to back, which I'm sure a lot of us are guilty of, I'm psychoanalyzing every single thing that I do in the story. I'm not just like, I'm like, what can I do better? Oh, dang, my pants was on my, you know what I'm saying? I can pick my pants up. Anyway, non-negotiables are how you stop negotiating with your future. You know what I'm saying? So small steps for big goals. Small steps for big goals. A big thing I had to teach myself last year is don't overwhelm myself. If you overwhelm yourself all the time, you're probably not going to get anything accomplished. So you got to stop romanticizing chaos. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the things, especially as an artist and all these things that we do, it's like, sure, we want to have an art paint fight to create the best thing, but at the same time, it's like we're not going to make a Picasso doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever person you look up to. You gotta break it down into really small, like ridiculously tiny things. So even for me, when I'm making clothes, right? You see, I got the tour stuff. Sometimes I overwhelm myself. I'm like, I'm going to make 15 bomber jackets today. End up not making nothing. You feel me? So I started breaking things down to where it's like, instead of doing that, I do things really fast. So I might do all these things in a day still. But like, let's say today I'm going to just, I'm going to design mentally how the jacket is going to look. And then I might do the actual design, the digital design, like I'm gonna do the digital. A lot of you have seen me do it. So I'll do the digital design on the computer, which takes brain power. So somebody might be exhausted just by doing that and laying out the jacket. Now I'm not making the jacket yet. I'm not gonna overwhelm myself. And the following day, or maybe that same night after I already literally cut the vinyl, I might pick and weed it. You know what I'm saying? Like take the excess vinyl so I can be prepared to press the jacket. But if I don't feel like doing that, or my body is not up to doing it, I'm not gonna do it. The following day, I'm gonna pick and weed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick and weed because it might be a lot of vinyl. If it's one sheet of vinyl, I'm not gonna do it. But you understand what I'm saying? I'm going to do it that same day. But if you know me, I make a lot of pieces at once. So I'm cutting 20 vinyl sheets at once. So I'm breaking this down to explain to you, I take things a step at a time. To me, it seems basic, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and tomorrow I'm gonna do this and do that. But for other people, sometimes we get caught in this loop of trying to do every single thing at once. And like, that's cool. That's awesome. When it doesn't make your brain burn out. See what I'm saying? And sometimes we do that, especially as creatives. It's kind of like, we just burn our brain out. It's like, we want to make a whole album in one day because somebody else can do it. That's not how everybody's brain works. You know what I'm saying? And you got to learn that about yourself too. How does your brain work? I'm not going to get into that, but how does your brain work? What's your pain tolerance? You got to learn things like that. What is your pain threshold? And I don't mean physically like hurting yourself. I mean like how much can you go without stopping? Pause. But anyway, you just kind of small goals for the day. Today, I just want to make sure I have a smoothie. Today, I want to make sure I do 20 push-ups. And today, I want to make sure I read the first chapter of a book. all those things probably take you less than 30 minutes. Psychologically, you're feeling amazing. You learned something, physically fit, you did that in 30 minutes out of 24 hours in a day. You could still go and do whatever recklessness. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. That's what I'm trying to explain to people. People think that once you are in a certain mode, you just stop doing certain things. I don't care what it is that you do to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I do. I'm not saying like go off the ledge, but I'm saying like as long as you're working towards your goal, like that's personally what I care about. Your family could care about all the other random stuff you do, but as long as you want to be my friend, I want to make sure you doing something productive. You can't be around me without doing something productive, and that leads into something else, which is boundaries, which is the next step. So boundaries are essentially, again, your non-negotiables. You know that you got at 12 p.m. you got to be on Twitch stream. You can't tell your friend you going to a party at the day before, bro. Your Twitch stream is more important, or whatever the case may be. Your work, your job. Even with a job, it's like, why would you go out at 11 p.m. knowing you got to be at work at 7 a.m.? Sure, it's possible, but is it responsible? It's not responsible. Maybe if you know yourself, sure, that's great, but some of you overestimate what you're capable of, and that's fine, but not really, because it's like now you're gonna lose your job because you wanted to go out and hang out and do things that were gonna waste your time and or money, and now you got fired from your source of money. So it's like, was that really worth it? No, it wasn't even worth it, because now your friend still got a job, or he didn't even have a job to begin with, probably leeching off you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta have boundaries. And you got to have strong boundaries out the gate, especially when you meet people. Because if you don't have boundaries when you meet people, they think they can run game on you. And trust me, some people are going to run game on you. And some people you just know are slimy. Some people you know are slimy, but that's for a whole different ball game. If you know me, you know I let the slime factor go, and then I get what I need to get out of that, and I'm out. So, you know, that's some Machiavellian shit for some, not Tupac, some Machiavellian shit for another day. But we're not going to get into that because that's not for everybody. So, yeah, boundaries. Stop taking advice from people who don't do what you do, you know, especially as there's plenty of life. You might decide today, like, look, I want to do this. Now, your whole friend set, your whole associates, everybody that you know they not into that shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not into that shit. So why the fuck would you want to listen to somebody that literally does not do anything that you're trying to do? It's literally like chaos, like psychotic to do that. Literally, it's psychotic to do that. And I'm telling you, I used to do it all the time. So I'm guilty of that shit. Why would I, like, I'm in fashion, or I don't want to say I'm fashion. I don't like doing fashion. I'm in textile manufacturing and processing. So, like, I'm trying to get advice from people who don't know the fucking difference between a stitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to ask somebody their opinion on something like, yo, what you think about this? When they don't even know 2% of the profession that you're in. You know, it's like they can't tell the difference between polyester and cotton. Why am I wasting time asking this person for their opinion when they don't even know the difference between like the easiest things? Or, you know, if you're in sports and you're asking somebody about like law, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. In a perfect world, we would love that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing about a lot of us. We try to live in this perfect world, and like that shit don't exist. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of the 10, we think something's different. It's not different. It's all the same. That's saying that person is using you. That person is doing this. That person is doing that. Even if they don't think they're doing that, they're doing it. So you need to just make sure you have boundaries, especially because most people don't even understand what you're doing until you do it, you know, or you show the results. And even when you show the results, people still doubt it. So it's like, what the fuck is the point of like even being around these people? That's why I spent most of 2025 in isolation, because most of the time people was around me, they was trying to get something from me or try to steal from me or try to do some sort of, listen, I ended up getting a harassment on somebody, fucking get a harassment, fucking charge thing against somebody. You feel me? Like, because niggas just want to leave me alone. Excuse my language. You see, I'm getting amped up, you know, and if you've seen on Instagram, you've seen how that went. So anyway, don't listen. If you gotta self-isolate, just make sure you isolating yourself responsibly, you know, because sometimes we don't have a choice. We are where we are in the situation that we're in, and that's it. Like, you can't do much about it. Like, I could pick up and go somewhere else, but literally I would be doing that because of some fucking idiots, essentially. Like, that shit makes no fucking sense to move my life because other people can't fucking fix their life. That shit makes no fucking sense to me. And honestly, you need to get those type of people that can't fix their fucking life away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, especially if you try to help them. You see, this is where boundaries come in, and boundaries and non-negotiables. You see how passionate I'm getting about this shit, because I waste a lot of time with people who don't fucking know what the fuck they doing in life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and you could try to help them, and we got ChatGPT and shit. People can fix their life as fast as 1, 2, 3 by just explaining their life situation, and that shit will tell you how to fix your life in 5 seconds. But people want to try to just steal from you and do all this weird ass shit. So that's why I'm telling you, you need to have boundaries, and you really need to have your intentions set, and you need to think about, what are this person's intentions that's next to me? See what I'm saying? So you need to stop protecting people's feelings, for real. That's the biggest thing for me for 2025 was protect my feelings and emotions versus other people's shits. I don't care. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Actually, to be straight up with you, like, I don't give a fuck how you feel about what's going on, especially because I gave you multiple chances to get your shit together. And it's like, in 2026, we not bringing these people with us, bro. If you can't get your shit together, then you not coming with me, bro. And if you wanna get physical about that shit, we could do that, bro. I'm not playing with you. If I gotta physically remove you from somewhere, bro, I'm gonna physically remove you, and I'm gonna straight up say that on this video, so everybody know exactly what it is. Like, for real. Like, if I gotta physically remove someone from my life, I'm gonna do that. I don't give a fuck. You're not standing on this block. I don't like you and I don't fuck with you. And that's how you got to move on 2026. I'm not saying go outside and start fights. I'm not saying that. I'm not, literally, please, y'all. Don't fucking, just because y'all see me taking up Muay Thai and shit don't mean that I'm about to go outside and fight. That just mean that my life right now and where I am, people might want to fight. And if they want to fight, I'm not losing. That's all I got to say. I'm not losing, bro. Whether that's with my hands or something else, I'm not losing. But that's what comes with speaking your mind. You feel me? People think that you soft, they think they got audacity, and that's why you need to have boundaries before I start 5 minutes into this. So we're just gonna recap what we kind of spoke about. I could talk for 30, 45, honestly I could talk for 3 more hours, but this is just a 2026 prequel. A video honestly was supposed to be like 3 minutes. It's about to be 18 minutes. So yeah, LoureCorp.com, tour.shop. Already know it is Osiris Lourde. Like I said, we're gonna just go through a recap real quick. Just follow these things. You're gonna have, when you wake up, be intentional. Be intentional all day. Be intentional for yourself. Be intentional for what you do. Don't be intentional for other people. Fuck that. Fuck other people. Fuck that shit. Do shit for yourself. You're gonna spend most of your fucking time trying to make people happy who trying to steal from you. You're trying to make people happy who don't give a fuck about you. Trust me. Then you gotta have your gratitude. Thank God. Thank you, God, for putting me here. Thank you, God, for keeping me away from these fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, God, for putting me in this position to understand that people trying to do this bullshit to me. Because you never know. So then you got your pros and your cons. Again, non-negotiable, pros and cons. This person make me feel like this. I need to get this person the fuck away from me. The pros, this person might not be in the same field as me, but they understand me. So you might want to work on that instead of working with some fucking asshole that shit is just trying to steal from you. You know, then the next things we talk about, non-negotiables. You got to learn your language every day. This is my non-negotiables. Every day I do language learning. Every day I have a smoothie. Every day I do my push-ups. You see what I'm saying? Those are non-negotiables for me. You can add more non-negotiables, but those are the 3 that I have. Small steps equal a big win. Every day, work on something small. You know, I got to do an order of 15 jackets. Not going to overwhelm myself thinking I'm going to do 15 jackets by myself every day. You know what I'm saying? I might try to reach out for help. No one's going to help me. Now I got to break it down into a week. That's fine. I'm not going to be upset about that. Today I'm going to cut the vinyl. Tomorrow I'm going to start piecing the jackets together. Then the other day I'm going to press it. Small steps into a big win. Make sure you have your boundaries. You make sure you have your boundaries intact from when you meet people. That's how you start. That's how you do your business. Friendships, all relationships, boundaries. Make sure you have your boundaries. Know your boundaries. Don't make up boundaries. Don't move boundaries. That's it. The same Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, all these people, you have the same boundaries. Don't matter. If you wouldn't go out late to drink with Tom, Dick, and Harry, don't go out late to drink with Jane. Fuck that. Jane probably doing some fuck shit anyway. You feel me? Jane gonna line you anyway, bro. You feel me? Jane about to line you. So anyway, just do what you gotta do. 2026, you know, like I said, it's supposed to be 3 minutes. The shit ended up being 20 minutes. But let's do what we gotta do. And don't let nobody play in your face. LordCorp.com. You already know what it is. Osiris Lord, aka LordCorp.com. I appreciate y'all. Lord Under the Scope 2026. Tune in. Be yourself. Be yourself, please. Be yourself and get people away from you that just don't belong there. That's the first step. Think about these people. These people don't belong near you. They don't deserve your presence. For real. These people